welcome back to my channel. Today's video, as you guys can tell by the title of the video, is going to be a story time video in honor of the month of love because Valentine's Day is coming up. I'm a little nervous to talk about this story because I would really prefer if the people that I'm about to talk about never find out, but it is what it is. I'd love to share this story with you guys because my friends love this story. So before I get into the story though, I'm gonna give you guys a little background to prior of like my situation, my mindset before this all happened. Basically, I was not in the right state of mind when it comes to like talking to people, I guess. Like, I just didn't want to talk to anyone. I didn't want a relationship. I just really just didn't want to because I did like someone else, and they kind of were just like playing with my emotions. So at that point in time I was getting fed up with it, so I was very bitter. And so because we weren't together, I knew I could have options if I wanted to, so I was just like,
fuck off,
you know? So basically what had happened is Valentine's Day was coming up, and the day before Valentine's Day, I got asked out on a date, and I was like, okay, cool, I don't want to go. And my friends were like, Amberly, like, you should go, like, you have nothing else to do. And that's also because the kid who was gonna ask me out on a date, who did ask me out on a date, was building up the courage to ask me because he was asking my friends on like how to ask me, what to say, yada yada yada. Kid, very nice kid, good looking kid. I just personally wanted nothing to do with him. I didn't want to talk to him. I told him to, like, I was just like, listen, like, I'm not interested in anybody, like, I don't want to talk to anyone, like, it's just not like what I want right now. And he was just like, it's fine, like, it's, you know, just going out for Valentine's Day, yada yada yada. So I was like, okay, sure, whatever. And so the day of Valentine's Day, I really didn't want to go, but I was just like my friend said, like, there's nothing else for me to do. So I'm getting ready. I was taking my sweet time to get ready. It just so happened that him and my friends had planned that we'd go out as a group dinner date. I didn't know that until later on. So I'm taking my time and everyone's already ready, and they're like, Amberly, like, are you ready yet? I'm like, why do you guys care? Like, you guys aren't coming with me. And they're like, actually, like, we decided that we're all gonna go. And I was like, oh, so like all three of my girlfriends were coming with me, so that means they were gonna go with their mans. Mind you, I'm the only one, still am the only single one out of my friend group, so I was just like, oh, this is better, actually. This is so much better because then it's not gonna be awkward, yada yada yada. So we're gonna call this guy Gilbert. Gilbert comes to come pick me up. Gilbert has flowers. They were pretty because he asked my friends what color flowers to get me, and my friends obviously said white because if you know me, white roses are my absolute favorite roses. Like, fir roses, it's not my favorite flower, but white roses are definitely my favorite. So he got me white roses, and yeah, we go out to dinner. He had reservations, we're all together, we're all yapping, it's a great time. Someone else who liked me and was very interested and was kind of throwing hints at me that he wanted to go out with me for Valentine's Day, but never said anything till like last minute, asked me out to go to dinner also. So I'm sitting with Gilbert, I'm sitting with all my friends, and I'm like, dude, like, this kid just, like, I'm like texting in the girl group chat. I'm like, guys, like, because we didn't even get to eat yet. Like, we're still like, we just are arriving at the restaurant. I'm like, they act like this person just asked me. We're gonna call him Alberto. I was like, Alberto just asked me to go out to dinner. Like,
What the fuck? What the fuck?
how do I say no? My friends, being the friends they are, say yes. I'm like, say yes. How am I gonna say yes? I'm here. I'm like, hello. They're like, so? Go afterwards. So then at that point, I'm thinking to myself, do I do it? Do I not do it? Do I do it? Do I not do it? Now, in the point of time that I was at that time, my friends were giving me the look, and I was just like, and the way my mindset was, I was just like, you know what? Screw it. I'm gonna do it. So I tell the kid, I'm like, Alberto, yeah, you can pick me up at this time. You just gotta give me some time because I'm out right now. I'm out doing stuff. He was like, bet, I got you. Me and Gilbert, we're talking with all my friends and their girlfriends, because he's like, he's not close with my friends' boyfriends, but he was closer with my girlfriends, like all three of my girlfriends. So like, he's talking to them, he's getting to know their boyfriends. We're all just like yapping it up. Afterwards, Gilbert was like, oh, I just have one more surprise for you. And I was like, surprise. He's like, yeah. Took me to this really cute cafe. Mind you, this was a while ago. Like, a while ago. Before you guys start coming at me, was the person who broke your heart Kai? Because no, it was not. This was way before Kai. So he takes me to this really, really cute cafe, and we get crepes for dessert. So I'm looking at my phone, and there goes Alberto texting me, hey, is 30 minutes good from now? And I'm like, 30 minutes? I'm not even 30 minutes away from my house. So I'm like, no, give me an hour. Bada bing, bada boom. So me and Gilbert, we finish our crepes. Gilbert had picked me up from my father's house. My parents are not together, for those of you who don't know. My parents live about 15 minutes away from each other. So I asked Gilbert if he could drop me off at my dad's house if we could stop at my dad's house to go pick up something. And then I would go to my mom's house. Gilbert drops me off at my dad's house. I drop off everything he gives me, and I go with him to my mom's house. As Gilbert is pulling off, Alberto is just pulling up. So because I dropped off the roses that Gilbert gave me at my dad's house, I had nothing with me. So I just hopped in the car with Alberto. Now, I'm gonna pause this real quick because I'm telling you right now, I am not like this. I would never do it again. Like, that was just a one-time thing. Like, when I think about it, I think like, how would I feel if that was done to me, which would suck, but like, you only live once, and like, you can't blame someone for how they're feeling at the time. Like, you can only blame them for their actions, and they don't know. And hopefully they won't know. So, let's get back to the story. So, Alberto picks me up. Alberto hands me these roses, just gives me roses. And then he passes me a teddy bear. And then he passes me chocolates, and I'm like, this is a lot of stuff. This is a lot of stuff. So then I'm like, I thought this was just like nothing. Like, we said like we were just gonna go as friends. Like, this is a lot of stuff. So he made reservations. We go to this really nice restaurant, and I'm like, dude, like, in my head, I'm like, I'm full. I just ate a full meal, like, right before, like, and I was just like, what the fuck? Like, what am I gonna do? So I find, like, the smallest thing on the menu to order. Like, I was just like, this is what I want. And he was like, you're not hungry? And I'm like, no, it's not that, like, my appetite, like, lately just hasn't been the same, yada, yada, yada. So he's just like, oh, like, okay, like, that's fine. And so we're eating, and mind you, like, I don't have really a curfew, so, like, I'm just thinking to myself, like, I have all this stuff, like, what am I gonna do? And as I'm at dinner, my friends are texting me, did you pull it off? And I'm like, sending them snaps like this, like, putting Alberto in it, like, and I'm like, it's just so funny, like, now that I think about it, like, it's not funny, but it's funny. So then afterwards, Alberto took me to the city. We went to the city. We walked around. It was really nice. Again, Alberto already knew that I didn't want anything, like, I didn't want to talk to him. I didn't like that, like, not talk to him, like, I didn't want to talk to him, but, like, I didn't want to talk to him, like, in the sense of, like, I like you, like that, or, like, that I didn't want a relationship. So Alberto was, like, okay with it or whatever. And so, like, yeah, so we're just walking, and eventually he was like, you want to get ice cream? And then I'm thinking in my head, like, I ate 2 meals. I had crepes already. Sure, let's go for some ice cream. Like, why not? We go, we get ice cream, we're laughing, we're just talking. And as I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh my God, like, I feel so bad. Like, I literally, like, both these guys, like, literally, Gilbert was pulling off as Alberto was coming in. And they didn't even know. And I left this out. Alberto and Gilbert don't like each other, but we're gonna fast forward. Pick that up. So yeah, so they didn't even know. So crazy. And so yeah, so then afterwards, I asked Gilbert if, I mean, not Gilbert, I asked Alberto if he can drop me off at my dad's house, because that's where I stay most of my time. Not really, I just come here to sleep. But, he drops me off at my dad's house. But, like, when we pull up, he was, like, talking to me, and I kind of got, like, this little vibe from him that, like, what's wrong with you? And as, like, we're sitting in the car, he hands me a card. And I'm like, what's the card? So I open up the card, I'm reading the card, and it's this card just describing how beautiful of a person I am, like, all this stuff. And never in a million years did I feel so bad. Like, I was just like, oh my God, like, what did I do? I just went on 2 dates in one night. And, like, I just felt bad in the sense that, like, I was just hot. But at the same time, I was living my life at the time. Like, I just really didn't care about anybody's feelings. But that day, I kind of did. And then, so, after that, he kind of, like, was kind of, like, being weird. And I was just like, okay, like, thanks for the card, thanks for everything, like, you know, it was such a great night, like, it was really sweet. As I'm going in for a hug, he starts leaning in for a kiss, and I go, well, my dad's at the door. Mind you, my dad wasn't at the door. My dad was in the living room, but he wasn't at the door. But it kind of looked like my dad was at the door because someone walked past the door, and my door's kind of like, there's glass on my door, so, like, you could see. And so a lot of people are very intimidated by my dad, so he kind of just left it alone. I was like, okay, gotta go, peace, see you later. So I get in my house, and as I'm looking at my phone, literally synchronized, both of them text me at the same time. I had a great night tonight, I hope you did too. And I'm like, I did. It's like, I'm so sorry. After that, I kind of, like, had to, like, slowly, like, die off, and, like, I just had to, like, go, like, MIA on everybody so they could get the hint, like, I just don't want nothing, because I wanted this one boy, and I was just like, why, like, the one person I want I can't get. And for me, that's a hard pill to swallow because of the simple fact that, like, I'm a mommy's and I'm a daddy's girl. So all my life, when I ask for something, for the most part, I get it. And when I realize that I'm a woman and I want to be independent and I started doing things on my own, like, when I want something, I'm gonna get it. Like, I strive for it. Like, I want it. Even, like, if I have to wait for it, like, I want it. Like, I'm gonna get it. Like, I want this bag, I'm gonna save up for this bag. I want to go on this trip, I will save up for this trip. Or I will book the ticket right now and I'll start saving up for when I'm gonna go away. Like, when I want something, I'm gonna get it. So when I can't get something, it's like, it bothers me. Like, it literally, like, just messes with my mind. So yeah, after that, I haven't spoken to Gilbert in a really long time. I've spoken to Alberto a couple of times. Me and Alberto are friends, actually. We don't hang out, but we still, like, keep in contact. Like, you know, we check up on each other, but it's nothing more than that. That is the reason why I would never want them to find out. But yeah, that was my Valentine's Day a couple of years ago, a while ago. And that's how I spent it. I spent it with 2 different guys and my girls. Yeah. Let me know what you guys think. And would you do it? And how, like, I don't know. I mean, like, hey man, like, stuff happens. It is what it is. But like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to turn on my post notifications. And I'll see you guys when I see you guys next time.